Haribol, Namaste, and welcome to Sunday Sadhana, your favorite Hindu magazine program on SABC2. We return to your screens today with an episode that promises to leave you thoroughly inspired. We visit the Durban Hindu Temple during a Murti installation ceremony that was part of the temple's 114th anniversary celebrations. Later, we join members of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness at the Jagannath Puri Temple of Devotion in Phoenix to find out more about their Food for Life Seva project. When our forebears settled in Durban, their only succor during those stressful times was prayer. Setting up places of worship thus became priority, and in Durban, near the then magazine barracks, the Durban Hindu Temple, affectionately known as the Swampsea Road Temple, was born 114 years ago. In conjunction with our anniversary celebrations, a Pran Pratishta ceremony was held, and today we bring you the highlights from this extraordinary event.
The temple has reached its milestone. 114 years of existence is a long time. This was possible by the pioneers and more especially our forefathers that came to South Africa.
Function that we are having here, this puja, is to install the deities, those whom we believe are our creators. This is their abode, this is their house. We believe that God is the protector. In a symbolic way, we are saying that this entire area is protected by these deities.
The Jal Yatra, where our little maidens took a procession, a nearby site where they collected water, symbolically 5 types of water, being Ganga Jal, pond water, which was brought back to the temple for purposes of the prayer. Thereafter, Pran Pratishta ceremony commenced. The cup under the murtis, before the murtis are actually placed on them, are yantras. These are mathematical shapes or diagrams which are used to harness and extract the different energies of the universe. For example, the Nograha yantras would harness the energies of the 9 planets to come and reside within thereafter, there are 5 different metals also installed before the murtis are installed, also to represent the elements of the universe.
By placing those yantras and those precious metals there, we are attracting the energy to that particular, and we are hopeful that that energy then will be transferred onto us. We will be able to take that, which is required for our spiritual upliftment. Individual prayer is good. We need congregational prayer, where all of us are striving for the same goals. And so temples serve the purpose of bringing us together. This is the purpose of temples. So we can come, we can discuss the glories of the land, have discourses, we can have other eminent people distributing knowledge to us. It's also a place in which we can our love and our dedication to the Lord. But we do it in a congregational way, in a unified way. So that's the purpose it serves, is that it unifies us. A temple is a point in which people who are striving for saintly qualities can come together.
Surrender my life to the Lord. The temple is an ideal venue for that.
To the people that came here, it offered peace. It offered an opportunity to worship all the different deities here at the temple. Even to the children, a very overwhelming experience to them. I've grown up in this temple as a child. This is my home, my second home. It has been a wonderful experience of bringing together of cultures and joy and singing of bhajans.
It's been years in the making. We've started thinking about it about 5 years ago. We're very, very emotional, very excited. It was absolutely amazing to watch.
Central to our survival is the consumption of food. ISKCON believes that food made with love is a way to initiate a change in consciousness, transforming negativity and ignorance into positivity and enlightenment. With the distribution of around 4,000 meals daily in KZN alone, their Food for Life program aims to create a hunger-free society. And today we join members of ISKCON as they spread the love.
Over the last decade, there has been an upsurge of voluntary organizations in just about every corner of the globe. And I think people have had a raised moral consciousness about the commitment to others that are less privileged. And Food for Life South Africa has started to make a contribution to alleviate poverty and more especially hunger.
Food for Life was founded by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta, the founder of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, about 35 years ago.
In Western Bengal, looking out of his window, saw a group of village children scrambling for food and fighting for food with 3 dogs. And he was so saddened by this episodic moment. This has led to about 107 different projects across the world in 65 different countries. So as we speak, 1 plate of food every 2 seconds is being served out somewhere in some part of the world. He further instructed his devotees to go beyond that and to make sure that at every temple within a radius of 10 miles that no one goes hungry. Yes, Sattvic essentially to me means cleanliness. At no point in time are there shoes allowed into the kitchen. At no point in time is any contamination allowed. So it's the cleansing that's important prior to the preparation, during the preparation, and after the preparation.
Currently, we're distributing about 4,000 plates a day, and it is our goal to distribute 10,000 in the next 6 to 8 months.
We serve largely to schools. 30% of our South African children go to bed hungry. 1 child in every 3 seconds die of hunger in Africa. Srila Prabhupada, in his book, The Science of Self-Realization, writes about an ideal society where no one goes hungry. I think the biryani is a nutritious meal. It has all the components to nourish not just the body, but the mind, because it is offered to the Lord as prasadam first before the distribution happens. We are unarguably the largest vegetarian relief program in the world. The principle that Srila Prabhupada, who's fondly known as Srila Prabhupada, has mentioned, it's 2-pronged. The first is about serving of pure foods, prasadam, and sankirtan, which is also pure sounds. So these are very 2 important principles of the organization, is the free distribution of pure foods. This is pure foods based and cooked with integrity, with total cleanliness and hygiene, the consideration of health in the preparation of the food, the dietetics around food and the combinations of food. So it has to do a lot with health.
Everybody that's involved with Food for Life are all volunteers. I think it's about, the highest service you could perform is feeding a hungry and destitute person. So it's from within, which is beyond anything material.
You cannot put to words exactly how you feel when a child rushes up to you and you feel this extreme delight and this link of humanity. And for me, this is the sense of community that gets developed through food.
I joined the Food for Life team 15 years ago. In the 60s, we were like in a little poverty in our family background, social background, and that really struck me, and gave me a deep feeling as to how others are feeling the same pangs of hunger.
It's all about making kiddies happy.
Nourishment for the body, mind, and spirit. In fact, the Bhagavad Gita teaches us that living creatures are nourished by food, and food is nourished by rain. Rain itself is the water of life, which comes from selfless worship and service. So keep up the sadhana, share more, and spread the love. Until next week, Jai Shri Krishna.